1.2 million. That's how many free syringes the SafePoint Syringe Access Program says it handed out last year just in Columbus. That averages out to more than 100,000 syringes every month.
According to Equitas Health, one of the program's objectives is to help prevent addicts from sharing needles and spreading deadly diseases like hepatitis C and HIV.
Tonight, NBC4 Investigator Tom Sussi shows us just how many addicts are abusing the program to help feed their own addictions.
To those of you watching right now at home, this is a syringe. On the streets, these syringes can be used as currency. This addict drove 35 miles from Circleville to Columbus to pick up free syringes at Equitas Health, a community health center on the short north.
They give you 100 syringes a week. If you bring the card back, you get 150 a week.
She's talking about this ID card Equitas Health provides its clients who participate in the SafePoint Syringe Access Program. These ID cards could qualify participants for up to 600 syringes each month, which averages out to 20 a day. What are you going to do with 600 needles?
Use them, trade them, sell them.
How much do these needles go for on the streets?
$3 a piece or 2 for $5.
It's been 2 years since the city of Columbus teamed up with Equitas Health and launched the SafePoint program. By its own count, Equitas Health says it's handed out about 2.1 million syringes.
I've went up there and got needles before, just to sell.
This 26-year-old addict says these syringes are also traded for drugs.
You can get like a hit for a pack of 10 needles.
The ex-con is talking about one hit of black tar Mexican heroin, which he sells to support his own habit. It's enough to fill up a syringe. He says one hit goes for about $15 on the streets.
A lot of these needles are being sold.
Columbus police officer Jason Pappas is president of Fraternal Order of Police, Local 9.
I've heard several complaints from our officers, particularly those who do our raids, where they're going into these drug houses and finding hundreds of needles at a time.
According to the Columbus police spokesperson, these boxes of syringes came directly from the SafePoint Syringe Access Program. The spokesperson says that its narcotics unit took these pictures after it raided a dope house.
We talked with the city, so the city health department, we work very closely with them. They monitor our program to make sure that we're following the rules that we need to. And they were getting a lot of complaints and concerns, and so we wanted to be good partners.
Peggy Anderson is Chief Operating Officer for Equitas Health.
We go over with all of our folks the rules of the program. And sometimes they break the rules, we know that, and so there has to be consequences to that. Sometimes it's a temporary removal, sometimes it's permanent.
To better police the program from abuse, Anderson says Equitas Health recently reduced the number of syringes that people can get each month from 600 to 300.
And some folks still think that that's too many, but we certainly do have folks that we know that they come in and tell us we're using 10 times a day.
Equitas Health says donations from private individuals and foundations cover the cost of these syringes, about a nickel a piece, they say, a fraction of what some addicts are selling them for on the streets.
They go for $3 a piece or 2 for $5.
The story isn't done yet. I have talked with both local and state officials about what they can do to help Equitas Health keep the syringe program from being abused. Local for you, I'm NBC4 Investigator Tom Sussi.